Hello everyone. How are you doing today? Are you ready for a story? Shruti floats an idea. That is going to be today's story. The author of the story is Navin Dorairaju and the illustrator is Vibha Surya. And the publisher of this book is Pratham Books. It's Grow a Plant Month, everyone. Sukanya Miss said. Everyone in the class was excited. Everyone but Shruti. This is Sukanya Miss. She's a teacher and she says, this month is, you have to grow a plant. This month we are going to do that. So everybody is excited. Look at the faces. They're all excited except Shruti. Everyone but Shruti. Shruti hated the soil. She did not like touching it. She did not like the earthworms that wriggled in it. And she hated how the soil made her hands feel icky. So why is Shruti not excited about grow a plant idea? Because she doesn't like touching the soil. Why doesn't she like it? She doesn't like to touch because when she sees the earthworms that are in the soil that are wriggling, wriggling is moving like this. The worms move, right? The movement of the worm, the way it moves, it's called wriggling. So that she doesn't like it at all. Also, she doesn't like the way the soil feels. She finds it to be icky. She doesn't like the idea of soil getting on her hands. So she doesn't like the whole concept of grow a plant. How was your day, Shruti? Appa asked. Shruti dropped to the floor. We have to grow a plant, Pa, and I hate touching soil. You don't need soil to grow plants, Appa replied. So when she reaches home from school, her dad or Appa is asking, how was your day, Shruti? How did it go in your school? So Shruti just sat on the floor. She's grumpy. She's not happy. And she says, Pa, we have to grow a plant. And I hate touching the soil. So then her dad replies, well, you don't need soil to grow plants. Ah, that seems like a new concept, right? You don't need soil, is it? Let us see how that is going to be done. But plants need air, water, soil, and sunlight to grow, said Shruti. Sukanya Miss told us that they get all their nutrients from the soil. You are right, Appa replied. But plants can also get their nutrients from water, like a lotus in a pond. So now Shruti is also surprised. She says, Appa, plants need, what are the things that a plant would need to grow? It needs air, water, soil for it to grow, and sunlight for it to produce food. So she says, this is what Sukanya Miss has told, and she has told that all the nutrients that a plant needs, it takes it from the soil. So Appa says, yeah, you are correct about it. But then he gives another example. Think of a lotus in a pond. So it gets all its nutrients from the water, right, in the pond. So plants can also get nutrients from the water. So that's what he wants to show. Can I really grow a plant in water? Shruti asked. Yes, Appa replied. All you need is a sapling, some coconut husk, a big plastic bottle, and some plant nutrients to help it grow. Again, Shruti is doubtful. Can I really grow a plant in water? Then her dad says, yes, you can really grow a plant in water. And these are the things that you need for it to grow. What is it that you need? You need a sapling. Sapling is a small plant. That's called a sapling. Some coconut husk. What is coconut husk? The outer part of a coconut. You find these fibrous things, right? That is the husk. That is coconut husk. And a plastic bottle. She's holding a plastic bottle. That you need a big plastic bottle, it seems. And some plant nutrients to help it grow. So what are nutrients? When we talk about nutrients, for us, what are the nutrients that we require? In our food, we need carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, and vitamins, right? Like that, the plant also requires nutrients for it to grow. The nutrients that we get from our food makes us grow, do things, work, read, dance, play, all those things, right? Like that, the nutrients that the plant uses makes it to grow, have flowers, fruits, and all those things. For all those activities, a plant needs nutrients. Look at it, there is a bottle with nutrients. The main nutrients that a plant would require is nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So looks like it comes in a bottle form that she can use. So let us see how they are going to do it. Appa cut a bottle in two halves. Shruti filled the bottom half with water and mixed in some nutrients. So Shruti's dad cut the plastic bottle into two. At the bottom half, what are they doing? They're adding some water and the nutrients in that bottle they had, right? They're adding that also to the water. She flipped the top half of the bottle and put the coconut husk in it. Finally, she placed the sapling in the top half. So what did she do then? The top half, she flipped it, turned it upside down and put it inside on top of the, not inside, put it on top of the lower half of the bottle. And in the top half, she's filling it with coconut husk. Look, there is coconut husk. And then with the coconut husk as the medium, she plants the sapling in the coconut husk medium. Shruti took care of her plant every day. So she keeps an eye on it, checks if the water level is low, or if it is too high, then it will all become very soggy, right? So she checks all those things to see if it is correct. Every day she takes good care of her plant. 3 weeks later, she took her plant to class. Everyone was surprised. Shruti, how is your plant so big? Sukanya Miss asked. It's because I grew it in water, Miss, Shruti replied. Everybody is now so keen because this is a without soil in coconut husk. Shruti has managed to grow a very tall and big plant. So everybody is eager to see how she has done it. And even Sukanya Miss is surprised and she asks, how did your plant grow so big? And she says that it's because I grew it in water and all the nutrients that is required, I had added to the water itself. No one in her class had seen a plant grown in water before. No one even knew it was possible. Your plant is so beautiful, Shruti, her classmate said. Shruti was prouder than ever. So this was a brand new thing for everybody. Nobody has ever seen a plant being grown only with water, only in water. So everybody is surprised. And one of Shruti's classmates appreciates her, saying that her plant looks so beautiful, making Shruti extremely proud of herself. How did Shruti grow her plant in water? Shruti grew her plant using hydroponics. Hydroponics is the method of growing plants in water. Plants need air, water, sunlight, and nutrients, that is, salts and minerals, to grow. When they are planted in the ground, they gather the nutrients from the soil. But when plants are grown in water, nutrients have to be fed to them. Shruti gave her plant all the nutrients it needed and made sure that it had enough water, sunlight, air, and space to grow. Would you like to grow a plant in water, just like Shruti? How did she grow? We saw, right? So this method of growing plants in water is called hydroponics. So what is hydroponics? Hydro means water in Latin. Ponic, ponos or ponics means work or working. So it is working water. What does it mean? It's the water which works or helps in making this plant grow, even without soil as medium. So with all the nutrients that has been added to the water, the roots of the plants grow towards the water and start absorbing the water and also all the nutrients which have been dissolved in the water, and then start growing. So all plants need air, water, sunlight, and nutrients for it to grow. So now in this setup, you can see that it has enough air. It gets enough sunlight for it to do the process of photosynthesis or make food for itself. And it has water in which it is grown and nutrients which has been added to the water itself. All the things that are required for a plant to grow, it is all present. So this is an excellent setup, especially for people who have very less land or no land, like in apartments. So people can start growing small plants using hydroponics. They can even grow it in their terrace, have a hydroponic setup and grow it in their terrace without soil. Now that we have seen what hydroponics is, are you guys interested in growing a plant just like Shruti? How to grow a plant in a bottle? You will need a 2-liter soda bottle, a pair of scissors. Make sure you ask an adult to help you with the scissors. Money plant sapling, coconut husk, water-soluble plant nutrients. You can use sugar as a substitute. Drinking water. You will have to cut the bottle into 2 halves. Ask an adult to do this for you. Pour water into the bottom half of the bottle and mix in some nutrients. Flip the top half of the bottle and place it on the bottom half. Fit the coconut husk into the top half of the bottle. Place the money plant sapling in the bottle. Make sure the roots touch the water. Make sure to keep the bottle somewhere it gets plenty of sunlight. So if you are interested in doing this, so this is how you can easily do it. Take a 2-liter soda bottle, like how Shruti's dad did, cut it into 2 portions. Okay, the lower half, you fill it, lower portion of the bottle, you fill it with water and add the plant nutrients into the water and dissolve it. You can get plant nutrients from any garden store you have nearby. So now the top portion of the bottle, you invert it or turn it upside down and put it on the lower part of the bottle. Now fill the top part with coconut husk and then insert your sapling inside. can be any sapling. Here they have mentioned money plant sapling. You can try it with, say, a tomato sapling also, or any other sapling, mint, anything small, you can try it. So make sure that the roots of the sapling touch the water. So now keep it somewhere it gets lot of sunlight, and then enjoy watching your plant grow beautifully. Let us look at some of the difficult words in today's story. Wriggle, squirm, or twist and turn with quick writhing movements like a worm. You would have seen a worm moving, right? It twists its body side this side to that side. So that's called wriggling. Sapling. A very young plant is called a sapling. Husk. Dry outer covering of some fruits is called as husk. Here in the story, we are talking about coconut husk. Nutrients. Substances that provide nourishment for living and growing. Hydroponics. The process of growing plants in water without soil. Try these questions. Like hydroponics, there is something called aquaponics. What do you think aquaponics would be? Name a few plants that can be grown by hydroponics. I hope you enjoyed today's story. Until next time, it's bye from Sowmya.